My name is Dagnija Stuķēne and I'm the head of public relations of Nordea Bank Latvia. If somebody would tell me 2 years ago if I'm going to be here and presenting something about social media, and even more as a banker, I would say this is something crazy. Because 2 years ago I wouldn't imagine that we as banking people, as banking PR professionals, that we will have to speak about social media. But here we are now. And today I'm going to tell you why we have been chosen to be there, what are our experiences, lessons learned, and what are our insights. I'm going to give you 7 insights of, let's say, my professional and personal experience as well, that leads me to say that this journey has been until now quite successful and we are ready to continue. The good thing is that I'm not the only one person here, and here are my colleagues from the bank who also will help me to lead this discussion and this presentation. The first insight about the crisis. We all remember that the year 2009, year 2008, it was the peak of the crisis. And actually it was not only the economic crisis, it was crisis of trust. And it was a crisis of trust towards the banks, towards the media, towards everybody. Actually, it was a thing. So at this moment, for us, as for the bankers, there was this open question, what to do with all this? Transparency and openness probably was something that we had to keep in mind. And of course, social media was something that enabled us to think whether we are ready to go there and make this one step further and to be more active there, more transparent, or whether to use the ostrich tactics. So we use the first one, so we decided that we become more active. We know all this, and we as a PR professionals, we know that something has happened because of the social media. We don't have to need media as such to reach our audiences. Our audiences are there. And for us as PR professionals, this seems very obvious. But when I tell this to our bankers, and you can imagine me in front of our board of directors, and I'm saying, hello guys, we should be in Facebook, they again show something like this. But we have to adapt and we have to change, and my argument, what I've been using towards the bankers has been, and this has been very helpful, is that our customers are there. So if our customers are in social media, why don't we be there? We should be there as well. And then they knock their heads, and then I feel that there is this understanding. And of course, there are a lot of arguments what we can use there, very rational arguments why we as a bank we should be there. We can listen, we can make our target groups, we can build networks, we can find inspirations, answer when we are called, and at the end of the day we can build our brand awareness and our reputation. And of course business results follows. And this is really important. So our colleagues are here, yes. This is Elina Liepiņa, our head of marketing, our head of branding division. So our third insight is there's no clear formula, there's no right way how to do this. So we decided that we will make it in a very strategic way, that we will use a step-by-step strategy. It means that first we will monitor, so we will be there, we will monitor, we will listen what people are talking, what people are discussing. Then very interesting, now you see about transparency, about reaction and content. So we see what people are talking, what people are discussing. And here's a really good example here. And then we generate content ourselves. And then, of course, analyze. During the last year, we've been doing analysis a lot, analyzing every week, every month, every campaign, just to see whether we are on the track. The fourth thing, I heard from the previous presenter about the message. Yeah, I totally agree. The story, the content is the king. And I believe that offline life is the most important one, and then online comes. If you have stories, offline stories, if you're a real person, you have real projects, real activities, real business, then you can offer something in social media as well. So here you can see just some of the examples. Of course, we have Twitter accounts, we have Facebook, different games, and people love lifestyle projects. They're crazy about Nordea Riga Marathon. Twitter is full of it. They're crazy about Positives festivals that we are sponsors of this, and it's very easy to activate things there. But the real problem starts when we want to maintain our face as a bank, the banker's face. How to talk about serious things. Here's Andris Strast, our chief economist, in a live press conference. How to talk about business ideas. And this is a real challenge. And we've been doing this step by step. And then, of course, when again I meet the bankers, and of course they ask me, what's the value for money? And they ask me, what are the results? And then, of course, they understand these figures, the numbers better than maybe the words and insights and qualitative research. So I have to show them the real numbers, the real results. And the first layout, how we can look at this, of course, look at this output, the first, this level, just to measure all these campaigns, online viewers, I don't know, discussions, sentiments, how many people have engaged in our conversations, etc., etc. This is something that you can monitor on site, and that can give a lot of fun in your everyday's work. And for example, just a few examples: economic outlook live press conferences. Andris Strast, he's giving live his insights about what's happening in the economy. 300 viewers online. I think it's a good result. I'm not even mentioning press clippings and etc. afterwards, but I mean here this real engagement. The second, integration digital marketing campaigns. Yes, social media has become part of our marketing mix. Wherever we evaluate the campaigns, social media is a click whether we really do something there as well. And of course, some nice things. For example, here in December we got in Latvia there's this Twitter brands Zīmolu tops, and we were there as well. So it is really important to measure. And Andris Strast, our chief economist, I think he chose a good insight, and it's really something about what he stands for as well. But of course, for me as a PR person, it's really important that we talk in terms of reputation, and at the end of that also about the result. But if we look at the reputation or outcome, then we see that, for example, and we do this on a quarterly basis, we see that regarding perception of Nordea Bank, whether we are reliable and transparent bank, we are in top of the top, and this is a good result. Of course, our business results have been strengthened during the crisis as well, but maybe this is not what we are focusing today directly. Oh, yes, whatever can happen will happen. Yes, it can happen. And this is one lesson learned if you are in social media. You have to be ready to accept all these, small failures. Our first video conference with Strast was late for half an hour. So we had to say, excuse me, I'm sorry. On Twitter, we kind of advertised it as well there. So, sorry guys, we failed for the first time. But okay, we kept on moving. There were a couple of people in Nordea who said, okay, we are ready to be there as ambassadors on Twitter as well, as Nordea people and personalities as well. But they somehow were not so comfortable with this. And there are many, many more things. But the important thing is that we keep on moving. And yes, and the last but not least, it's all about people. It's all about organization, people, and teamwork. And this has been the heart of our strategy. This has been the heart of our social media strategy, because social media, it's not about the tools. It's not about clicks. It's not about some technical things. Of course, it is important. But the most important thing is the mindset. It's the mindset of organization. It's the mindset of these people who are there. Because it's not only about these technical tools. It's about communications, nature, communications, even communication transformation, which is happening right now. So I'm really glad that we have got so many people on the board in this social media journey, and I'm really happy that they are here and also supporting me and helping to give out and highlight all these highlights. Just Ines Kalveit, our head of marketing, Sani Tomas, she is from our contact center, and we are starting integrating Twitter in our contact center. Eva Stur, thank you very much from my agency, who has helped a lot in many PR projects. Andris Sandra Rasnaj, our head of mortgage sales, Andris Lāriņš, our financial expert.
Thank you. You nicely integrated 10 minutes.